tock, tick tock, tick tock. Waiting for somebody to come join us here. Anybody out there? There's somebody joined. Let me see. Where's my turn the camera around thing now? I wanted a little bit of the animation on that going. We had 3 in the room by the time we turn it around. I said, somebody giving me stuff about the blaze at each end and stuff. Oh no, there's only one. It's like, you know what? You think there's only one blaze? Go for it, Don't argue with me about it. I know there's 2. I know there's more than 2 blazes. I know that the candle's burning at each end and there's a bunch of them in between. His father was lighting several candles, many of them at both ends. It's in the end of the book. That's how I titled this Cancellation Bias. And when I try to look it up, cancellation bias, because they have confirmation bias, right? Oh, well, look, you just think that that's a confirmation. It's not really a confirmation. Okay, well, what about I got like 30 confirmations? Oh, well, that's just a confirmation bias. If you're calling it a confirmation bias, all I see is a bias toward the solve and the person. It's hypocritical bias when you tell somebody, hey, that's confirmation bias. When they have 30 matches to, hey, this match is perfect. All these things match perfectly. And who else has Model A, Model B, car? But any part that they found while looking for the treasure, followed the poem, and end up with that Buffalo Cowboy car. Nobody else has done that but me. No, the only other people, there's a video, people find some like 1970 Chrysler or something. No, that's not, this specific car they were in when they tied up to the Buffalo, it's boom. So, it's confirmation bias. Okay. So I find his pile of airplanes. Oh, that's confirmation bias. So I find Thoth riding an ibis. That's confirmation bias. And I call it cancellation bias. And when you look up cancellation bias, you find it related into analog electronics. Being an electronics technician in the past, I can understand that. An input bias, current cancellation, and bipolar op amps. Hey, that says a whole lot about the community there. There's a lot of bipolar people that think you have confirmation bias. Hey, David Cooper. One of my doctors is a Cooper. My cancer doctor is a Cooper. And I just, okay, I got a bad thyroid. I've known that. I've had Hashimoto's disease. That's your immune system attacks your thyroid, thinks it's a foreign object, So my immune system has been eating my thyroid for 20 years. And I went in for a thyroid scan today, and she couldn't find my thyroid. It's gone. My thyroid's gone. So, people with thyroid problems, I don't even have one anymore. It got eaten. And that's probably what caused my blood cancer and all that. And so, but the VA's been mistreating me, and I requested an endocrinologist. They're the one that take care of the thyroid last year, and the VA, nope, denied. What do you mean denied? You're not a woman. It's like they want to go for my thyroid scan. They have me in the Women's Imaging Center. Okay. Just have a seat in here. Okay. I'm not a woman, no. you know. But I got bad thyroid, you know. And there's a lot of men with bad thyroids, but the thing is, women complain more. The women complain more. That's why there's more women being treated for it, because they go and complain to the doctors about it. But I'm on the 300 micrograms of Synthroid every day. I was at 215 micrograms of Synthroid, and my numbers was too high. You got to keep your TSH below 1 when you have the thyroid condition I have. And so mine was like 4.5, and that's way high for my condition. My tongue red? I don't know why it's red. I've been eating chocolate. Used my 50-cent off coupon. So, but I was talking about confirmation, cancellation bias. You know, people want to cancel. Like I what was it? I said something, and when I made the thing about the doctor of anthropology certificate for Forrest and stuff. And somebody, he wouldn't be a doctor because then he'd have to have crutches. So doctors require crutches. No, a lot of the searchers might need crutches. They might need assistance to get there. Not physical assistance, mental assistance. Because they're unable to comprehend. They want to cancel everything. And in electronics, input bias current cancellation is bipolar. It's described as bipolar. Bipolar ops. So, force everybody, anything, you can find hypocritical things in the Bible says one thing, and it says something completely the opposite somewhere. Forrest says one thing, and then he says something completely the opposite. And so then you don't know which one is he pulling my leg on and which one is he being truthful about, you know? And so they want to cancel something. No, he doesn't want a degree. He said he was hoping that one of these small college in Colorado would give him a degree. And then somebody, no, you can't be, because he doesn't, he thinks doctors need, you got to have crutches to be a doctor. But that's counter to what he said elsewhere, you know? And so if he says two things that one cancels the other out, then you're not sure about either one, you know? So trying to say shoot down my idea because you have a quote somewhere else that says the opposite of that. It doesn't actually say the opposite of that. Doctors need crutches. But he's old enough. Forrest needs a cane, but he's too proud of himself to use one. Or what he needs is a scepter, not a cane. You know. Because he's a wizard, you know, and so he needs a scepter with a bunch of crystals on top and a light in there. The little switch he could, you know, yeah, put one of them little spinning toy lights in there with a bunch of crystals on the outside, and then you wouldn't see the toy light inside. Yeah, see, that's the engineer in me. Yeah, canceling thing. And I had to do another video because no matter what I do, this phone will run dead and turn off right in the middle of my, he's streaming, turn the power off on the phone, you know. I plugged it in and it's supposed to be charging right now. And I just, when I went online to, it's like I'm going for surgery tomorrow on this shoulder here. They're fixing this one up, but So I had my kid. I had to look up. He wanted a link to the location of where I'm at, where to pick me up. He hadn't been here before, and so I went and used Google Maps because on the phone that's what I have, and I can share the location with him, and it gave me a street address for that means that there might be a septic system already on this property somewhere, and I just got to find the cap or whatever. There could be a well hidden here. I don't know, but I'm pretty much legal on my land because it has an address, and I can have my packages sent here. So that's cool to know that. I have to put my number on a little post out front. Hey, this mustache thing, I trim this side's kind of thin and this side's got a bunch of fur on it, you know. But I got no thyroid, so no wonder I feel like shit. But I still go push myself to go treasure hunting and get the exercise. And I try to, do what I can to get more energy. I got a list of freaking appointments down the side of my monitor over here. And I have a different color sticky thing notes, different color for each, one for dentist, one for draining blood, one for cancer doctor, and one for the orthopedic. So I know by color what I'm getting done. I just put them by date. So what's the top one? Surgery tomorrow. Oh. But that gets me, and I looked at my blood test results from the VA, and they've never tested my T3. T4 is the main thyroid hormone, but the thyroid turns it into T4 is the main one, and it turns it into T3. But I don't have a thyroid to convert that, so I'm not getting a T3. And it's like, you guys got to do the right test and get me on the right stuff. I don't have a book handy to look that up. I hope all is well. Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm hard to kill. My immune system ate my thyroid. That's how aggressive my immune system is. So if I get a bug or something, my immune system is going to wipe it out. I was never sick when I was a kid. I'm kind of like that. You see that that movie Unbreakable? Well, the one guy was unbreakable and the other guy was fragile as glass. He always broken bones and stuff, but the one guy was indestructible. And that's my immune system. Anything gets in me, and my immune system wipes it out. He's wiping out parts of my own organs, or my thyroid vanished. Okay. Yeah, you'll have to get with my brother on them biblical things. I'm more spiritual, like Forrest, and not so biblical. I'll have to look them up later. It's interesting, but I don't drool on the Bible. I'm more interested in these ancient, the people that did this stuff here. Without the technology we have today, all this, it took them thousands of years to do all that work. They basically built mountains. That's why it says in the Bible, if you could tell, uh, if you believed, you could tell a mountain to move from here to over there, you know, because these people have moved mountains here. This is where they moved the mountains. There are double blazes. Yeah, Joshua Fisher was, oh no, it's a single, it can't burn on both. Don't give me a bunch of poo-poo, because Forrest Fenn says his father's lighting candles on both ends. You don't turn that, oh, it's only one. No, what he's telling you is there's a blaze at either end. Both ends have a blaze. And you'll know if you started in the right place when you find the place that you finish, because it relates to the place you started. And those are the two places in the book that he drew fires, that have campfires going in the drawings. Right here he's talking about the top part. This here. Burning candles at both ends. And then he says, I wish I could have lived to do the things I was attributed to. So, he's attributed to hiding a treasure, right? Did he actually do it? That's what that's saying right there. Did he actually hide it? Or is it something you find both ends of the blaze and all these other blazes in between, and you're the one that knows? If he knows everything about me, he's lighting candles, busy lighting candles, some of them at both ends. So the candles are blazes. Each candle is a blaze. Okay, and he's lighting candles, not a candle, not a single blaze, multiple blazes. And the blaze is the final one. It's the end of the rainbow where the treasure should be sitting underneath, which has about 3 or 4 feet of snow on it right now. And people, well, you go get it, go get it. I can't see through snow. My metal detector pick it up maybe 2 feet away. I got 3, 4 feet of snow. My metal detector can't even see through all the snow. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors in here, yeah. Yeah, he used a lot of teepee smoke. And what are they smoking the teepee? Well, that's some teepee smoke. I ain't got a thyroid. And I'm making too much. My blood machine is making too much. Got a nice smoke ring. Ooh. Oh, yeah. This is a real teepee smoke. This is from... I gotta look up that chief's name. He was the chief in 2005, the Abenaki chief who owned this. The Eastern Indian. And then one of my fans had a picture of my my third great grandfather, and oh my God, that guy's Native American Max. It's like, okay, because we knew that there was some in the family, because one of my great grandfather threw away the family Bible when he learned that there was, or he tore a page out of the family when he learned that there was Native American blood in the family. And so, I've been trying to figure it out. And there's, this Eldridge name in my family, which according to the Cherokees is the English name for chief path killer. Eldridge was the English name for path killer. And, but, where is he? There he is. Yeah. And he was a U.S. Marshal. Set this down. Oop. Mouse move. There. Oh. But see this guy here. See his badge. He's a marshal. John Hogan, my great grandfather, and he fought in the Civil War for the New York 34th. But and his son, my great grandfather, who lived 99 years. This guy here lived for 92 years, but my great grandfather lived for 99 years. And he said that this one here, he was from Canada. And as far as I know, he's from New Brunswick, Canada. So it's an Eastern American Indian. He's one of them, Algonquin, East Coast Native American. Did I switch it? Oh, well, let's see. And then I got his son. Oh, nope, those are papers. The other way. This is my great-grandfather when he was a kid. And you see, he's got some, these are native things, I think. But he was a U.S. Marshal, too. And this is like 1870s or 1860s back there. So, that's why they were in South Dakota. They were marshals in Howard, South Dakota. Yeah, I got some of their... That's what my grandmother said, too. I looked like them. Hogan was their last name. And so, Hogan's came from, like, Ireland and stuff. I get it. Disappear in the fog. I use my black marker and cover up the white spots on these claws occasionally. Keep it nice looking. Yeah, I like my pipe. See, here's the old arrowhead here. The medicine bag and the crystal. And we got an alligator claw here. And some feathers. These are, I think, chicken fat. I don't know. I've got chocolate taste all in my mouth from eating them Hershey bar. But, yeah, those are my Hogan ancestors. That's my dad's mother's family. My dad's mother's family. Yeah. and they're tied to a Walker family who came in 1727 in Virginia and stuff. And Walker's Creek, Virginia, is named after my family. I've been up there looking up tombstones and stuff. Yeah, I gotta look up the name of the chief that owned that pipe. And the reason he sold it wasn't really functional. I drilled out the hole bigger and I put a stainless steel pipe through it and caps on, and so now it works perfect. What good's a peace pipe unless you can smoke it? Let's see. Yeah, I got a bunch of one of my family names is Loomis, like the armored car people. But and that family came from like Holland and northern Germany, near Hamburg and Holland and stuff. Like he said my great great grandfather says he's from Holland, but his brother said he's from Hamburg. So, they're from right around there. It's the same area, basically. You don't know if they're Dutch or German. And then my mother's side, that's where National Geographic, the National Geographic test says I'm related to Tesla. Yeah, it's because my mother's mother was 100% Austrian. What is pareidolia? That's something that psychos think, that when they think people see things that aren't really there, you know, but when it's something that is really there, there's got to be a name that we call the people that pass that pareidolia judgment onto you. There's got to be name for them, like a bigot, you know? Yeah. Or a hypocrite, or just an asshole, you know? Yeah, you want to say pareidolia is not recognition of ancient artifacts and ancient ruins. That's not pareidolia. That's I can see it and you can't. and there is stuff there that is definitely sculpted and made by humans, and that is not pareidolia. You know? So if you're going to tell somebody, oh, you got pareidolia, and they actually don't have pareidolia, you could be considered an asshole. You know? So if you want to say I have pareidolia, then I'll say flat out, you've got to be an asshole. Because what I found is Thoth. These are Egyptian gods. I can see the sculptures plain and clear. It's organized. It's man-made. It's not something naturally occurring. I know how to recognize the naturally occurring. The natural occurring, you see something here, but you don't see anything anywhere else. The real stuff, it's all over. You know, there's a guy with his arms wrapped around the elephant, and the elephant's eye, and there's a woman sitting on top, and or two people fucking, whatever, you know. That guy's getting a blowjob, and that's you can see what's happening in there. Whatever, you know. And people, oh, you got pareidolia, you're a psycho, if you're gonna cop the attitude and start saying I got pareidolia, then I can join right on in, and I put up my big old mirror, and I flash that paranoia of pareidolia fucking shit right back at you, you know? I don't take shit from people. In my profile, the face I got on my, it came off. You don't see the face there, the lips, the nose, the eye, you know. This is all figures all across this rock here. It's 14,000 years old. There's a thing called erosion. And idiots who don't understand erosion expect to see some pristine sculpture like you find in Egypt. Well, I can show you some Egyptian stuff that you would say was pareidolia because the erosion has treated it so badly. Yeah. Well, it is one blade. Here is the Moses guy in the Rocky Mountains with his arms up. It's the wooden one he has is a perfect likeness of the one in rock that I found. But it's actually not Moses, it's Thoth. He's at the treble gates. That is the treble gates. And when he said he's watching the door of the schoolhouse, the treble gates, the great gate is the door to the schoolhouse. You got to think that way, you know, because if you're not thinking in abstract, then you're trying to be logical, and it's totally illogical for somebody being logical to figure this out. You know, because you're letting the reality part of your world run the show for you, and you got to be on some of the, you got to be a little on the supernatural to solve Forrest Fenn's poem. If you're too realistic and you know, with your nose right up Uncle Sam's butt and all that, then you're probably not capable of figuring it out, because your mind is limited to what government has formed you to be. Here's some. I was on the show Visual Blaze when I was 10 years old. Gabriel came to me in the basement where I was and locked away and told me to look, and he showed me, oh yes, this is supernatural. Yep. There's all, yeah, it's a supernatural, and a lot of people, oh, you're weird. Forrest said, some people think I'm weird. Okay. Now, if you rule out every weird thought, then you ain't gonna solve the poem. You got to have a little weirdness in there. You know, this isn't directions to the malt shop. I can give you directions to the malt shop, and they give Jack free ice cream when I go there. In the Taco Bell here, if I go to Taco Bell, they give Jack a little treat in the drive-thru. Oh, but I gotta have some tea. Hang on, I'm coming back. I got my door open over here because it's over 50. It's 57 degrees outside. Hi, Jack. So that's the other thing. It's warm enough. I got the door open. I don't have to get up to let Jack in and out. He just come in. He came in, got a drink of water, go back out. If I keep water outside, then that'll the coyotes will come by too often, you know, because they'll know there's water there for them, so I don't do that. Has anybody got a drilling rig? I need a water well. Oh yeah, supernatural. Okay. Oh, we got Wild Bill Big. They used to call you. Yeah, they did. Or is that? That'd be somebody from that happened in California. Yep. Having fun with a girl back there. I was like 20. Yeah, in a backyard at a party, and her friend ran through the sliding glass door, and everybody suddenly came out into the backyard, interrupted our fun before we could get our pants up, you know. And somebody said, Dad, it's Wild Bill. Yeah. It's me. Yeah. Metal opera. I'm not into metal You know, I was rock and roll, punk rock, some, but I didn't go. I didn't shift into metal. You know, the headbanger mosh pit thing is like, no, I'm not into violence and devil worship and death worship and all. You know, that's where metal crossed the line that I don't cross. You know, I don't go there. Yeah, I got a picture of Joan Jett outside the Keystone in San Francisco. I used to go to the Keystone, seeing Joan Jett, The Who, Santana, John Lee Hooker, and I remember going to Joan Jett because there was a lot of women there all wearing buck knives. Oh, that's what Joan Jett's about. Oh, it's the. You mean the film? No, no, the Keystone. Keystone in Berkeley and Keystone San Francisco. I don't care about the bad reputation. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I had some friends back there. We used to go to that concert where they were in the musicians. You know, one friend, he knew Santana and Sheila E. and all. They all, you know, played in the same studios there and stuff. You ask about well drilling, Bill? Yeah, yeah, I need a well. 60 feet. 60 feet and it's sand. It's like sand all the way down. It's sandy gravel. This is a big old ancient lake shore full of gravelly, sandy gravel rocks. It'd be interesting. There might be some mammoth bones down there. They're supposed to. This was supposed to be in a popular valley for mammoths and stuff, and they find tools stuff over by Fort Massachusetts was the old fort. It's north of Fort Garland. Man, Nirvana changed music. Yeah, I like Nirvana was okay. I was actually living up in Seattle and all when they came out, and I have one of the original Nirvana CDs that doesn't have the extra track. I have the one before the extra track, original release. It's supposed to be worth a lot more money. I don't know where. Yeah, I've got the disc. I don't know if I got the dust jacket still. Because I've got all the discs in one of them cases. And I have the original Nirvana disc. I live in Bremerton, and my sister had the Hungry Crocodiles play at her bar in Bremerton. She was running the East Side Tavern with her ex. That was in the early 90s. As I was working up in Alaska. And yeah, searching with my health issue, you know, I'm like, why do I feel, you know, people think I'm lazy. I could search. No, my health only lets me search so much. And you know, trying to decide, do I have enough energy to go hiking 200 yards in and out today? And that's about all it is. It's a couple hundred yards, and I struggle to get it done. Hey, Troy. Everybody a degree in anthropology. And Troy, I went to have my thyroid scan today, and they couldn't find it. They couldn't. My thyroid, my antibodies, my Hashimoto's antibodies, ate my thyroid. Hey, I got the mustache curling around like that right there. Maybe I'll cut the part down here off and just have a I have to get that side to grow more. Yeah. So not much happening. You know, I brought about that. You know, they got that confirmation bias. If you have a confirmation, it's just bias. They're calling real confirmations bias just because well, myself, you're completely in the wrong area, and so I have a bias to for you to begin with, and so anything you find, I'm going to have a bias to, even if you find all 9 of the clues out in the field, even if you have the Buffalo Cowboys car, and nobody else produces a Model A or Model B that they found while following the poem. I'm the only one that has one. And what's my battery doing? 37%. See, my battery's diving because I'm streaming. But it's lasting long. I'm plugged in, but I'm supposed to be on fast charge. Plug it in harder. You know, reason they intentionally set the phone to charge slower if they're streaming. Let the phone die so that we can, because we're cheap shits on data, is Verizon's problem. They're data Nazis. They'll interfere. You know, you could be out there, heart attack, I need an ambulance. Oh. And they're like, oh, well, you used your data. You can't, we're not going to let you notify anybody. You know, that's what freaking assholes run Verizon. Let's explore heavy metal, rock, opera, late. Yeah, I don't know. I could, I can't even play music on my computer yeah, it don't work. My media player quit work. Doesn't work anymore. Won't open. Won't play videos. Won't do nothing on my computer. You know. That's something Microsoft. You know. Why don't they have a fix for it if it's a bug? They intentionally. Well, you're playing some stuff that I had 400 CDs, and I just put them through the computer and copied them all onto the computer, and I got them up in the cabinet there, and they went, oh, we got copyright, you got copyrighted music. No, it's from my own collection that I've paid for. I have a right to have that on, you know, and they're playing Media Police, you know. Yeah, they got the Dream Police, and the police, Ghost in the Machine, and they got now they need a song about the Media Police. Yeah. It's like digging up Meatloaf or something for his own music collection. You're a Sting fan. Yeah, my sister had Sting play at her bar, singing Police and Stevie Nicks and Mick Fleetwood and Ronnie Montrose and Sammy Hagar. And this guy can show you an easy way to dig a well. Yeah, my dad did a well in our backyard in California, and it went down 60 feet before we hit water, and that was a lot of clay and stuff. Here it's sandy gravel. It's like the roads here; they don't even never bring any gravel in or anything, because that's all that the roads. Everything here is it's ready. All you got to do is plow it, and you got a road. Jack's over there, about 100 yards between me and the corner of the block. But I have an address now. big number on it too. Oh, and I was surprised. And I went around on the map, and I put my finger where other lots were, and none of the other lots had a street number. Mine has a street number. I got to see if I got a mailbox somewhere. And that's why because I have a street address, so they don't mess with me now. Okay, I'm back. Totally not Mitzi. Oh, yeah, that's totally not Mitzi. There was another Mitzi in earlier. You think Paul McCartney of the Beatles is a clone? Oh, no. Oh, he's a real Paul. My neck is stiff because I haven't been able to take my anti-inflammatories for my joints last 2 doses, and I don't take one tonight, but I can take one after my surgery. That keeps my joints feeling better. I rarely roll joints. And you want to tell you, I got some of this too. Borax. That's good. I try to remember to take it. Take a couple of them, but they're supposed to clean like your pineal gland and clean the fluoride out of your system and stuff. With just a sip, I swallowed those they're little tiny round tablets. It says there's 30 of them there. I've had it more than 2 months, but I haven't taken them every day. Do I have other new pictures? Let's see. New pictures. I put them under slides. Borax. That's some heavy duty shit. Yeah, that's why they're just little tiny tablets. But it does. You'll have more dreams. You can have more dreams because it cleans the pineal gland. He's over there. Ooh. See, there's the angel. But there's like somebody's head here laying across her too. But there's face and the arms and yeah. Yeah, see, this is a head here. You see the round eye, the other dark eye, and then the face there, and the face in there. There's face on the side here, and this guy standing here with a big head under him. It's one head stacked on top of another. Oh, that's turned sideways. That needs to rotate that way. It's the same picture. Ooh, is this a flying saucer over here? This guy dancing here, and this guy on his knees playing the drum. And there's the UFO taking off right there. You see, here's a face. There's the eye. There's something in his mouth. He's got some on his head. There's the ear. There's a head in the middle, and there's people over here. You see the guy here with the crown. That's his eye, his nose. Well, there's a bunch of the same guy there. That's like rotated. Why is that upside down? Why do I got him upside down? There. See, that's the same thing. What happened to my folder of pictures? This guy's real. See him in the middle here? You see this is his head. There's his eyes. His arms are up. And here's his, see, he's got pants. He's got shorts. Here's his knees and legs. But you see there's a couple back here. See the couple back here? There she is and him. And there's other faces hidden in here. This is a face. There's somebody standing here. They didn't care much about scale. This guy's got a monkey on his back or something. I don't know. See, this is two faces face to face. It's in between. They get their teeth showing. See, the whole thing's a head, but there's other figures on top to make the face. You know? This guy here with the leg kicked up, and here's the face and the head. There's the other foot. There's foot. And he got shoes on, you know? His face up here. It's cool. See, here's an eye and eye. And they knew what kind of rocks the lichens didn't like to grow on. Let's go to some of my art stuff I just did. This is where I had the computer paint it. Why is it slow? You see his face over here? See the eye, the mouth. There's somebody under her too. Oh. That's the same one. See? There she is. Oh, that's wild. Computer went nuts on that one. But you see here, this is a bunch of people standing here. And I like this one way up here. This is somebody standing up here. There's a face on that side of him. This is right behind a restaurant. See all the stuff going on here. I think Nevin been here. See, there's people here. I don't know. Look at this. See the knees here and the head right here? They're laying, kicking back. That was from a map. That was from Google Earth to see if it would show anything. So you see the different things the computer will do to it. That's more of the natural. See, there's people in there. There with her big hair. See, the guy with the arm waving, they got hats. They use shadows were part of their design, you know? Bad reputation. She was talking about Joan Jett. Mitzi was talking about Joan Jett. Yeah. Well, yeah, beep. Which one? Whoopi's Whoopi's a musician. The Violent Femmes wrote a song about me called Bad, Bad, Bad. Yeah. My sister booked the Ramones and the Sex Pistols at her bar. Yeah, this is like late 70s, early 80s. It's just one. My energy's like today. No energy today. Oh, yeah, I like this. I got a picture up. I got to show you. It's because it's got. See, these are teeth. These are the eyes. This is the head. This is the head, and there's a guy standing here too. See his face there. I'll zoom in on it. See, that's his face. But that's what I'm saying. This ain't. See, because he's got a hat, he's got a body and arms, and then there's his face, and these are teeth. His face here. Yeah, I had a list of 250 bands I've seen that I can remember. And even you find if you look up my video, that's Eye in the Sky, and that's from an Alan Park concert last summer. I like to go to one concert a year now that I'm older. I used to go to 3 or 4 a month, but I try and get to one a year at least now. I'm trying to get some of those the old ones before they're all dead and gone. Who was I? Just some musicians just a few years older than me. Oh, I think Ted Nugent's what's he, 65, or he's not too far ahead of me. You know, somebody you're supposed to need to shake some of that mess. Yep. Yeah. I got a picture of me with Ty. What's his name? Oh, I guess just knowing that my thyroid ain't there. The thyroid really messes with your memory. Ty Taylor was a singer for. I got a picture with me and Ty Taylor at Red Rocks, and a couple of guys in the band. The one guy in the band, guitar player, was from Queen, played for Queen. When I lived in Florence, Oregon, a drummer from the Tubes, run into him all the time at Safeway. He'd be wearing red tennis shoes, you know. He was still in the punk rock age. I got a musician already. Well, I've got some stories. I'm not. I played a violin in elementary school in 3rd grade. I did a solo for the PTA, and I don't know why I didn't have music class the next year. I don't know. Some reason, I don't know. But I used to play violin pretty good when I was 8 years old. But I'm good at a lot of. I can do a lot of things, but I'm not a master of anything. You know. Jack of all trades, master of none. But I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at designing microwave networks and fiber optic networks, fiber optic splicing and maps and all that stuff. 'Cause I had to keep a map of all the fiber in Orlando. It had 11,000 or 110,000 miles of fiber, but it was like on 110 miles of cable, because the cable had 250 fibers in it. And I still have those old splicing records. I'm sure it's been changed from what it was, but I know where every fiber cable was in Orlando. If your phone wasn't working, I knew where. I could tell where it was cut by my map. I knew Paul Revere and the Raiders. Yeah, Paul Revere. All those people, they knew my ancestors knew Paul Revere. Paul Revere hung out at Studley's Tavern. The movie Northwest Passage with Spencer Tracy. There's scenes. It's my ancestors were the James Rogers and Robert Rogers, his brother, and they were Rogers Rangers. And when Robert Rogers was brought into Washington's camp, he wanted to join the Continental Army, but he showed up dressed as an Indian. He looked like they didn't know he was Robert Rogers because he was totally dressed out, decked out like a native, I mean, if it was, the Eastern Indians are related to Europeans. They know that. They were related before the Europeans came here. So they were already related to them. A lot of the Eastern Indians look almost, a lot of Cherokees, they look a lot like me and my brother. Boy, if you could hear my neck right now. It sounds like a pile of rocks, like you got a stack of rocks going. Okay, I'm burned out. Must be the peace pipe. Paul Revere and the Raiders. Yep. Yeah. What if you're Native American, but your Native American tribe is in Canada? I have to look up where John Hogan came from. He's from New Brunswick, but he doesn't say he ever immigrated or anything. You know. What you doing, Togo? He's quiet. You gonna call the kitty cats? He says, "What are you talking to me? I've been trying to talk to you all day." This is background noise. It's like kids. Once they're around, so you can't pay attention to them all the time because you wouldn't ever get nothing done. So you have to tune them out occasionally. What, Togo? You gonna whistle? If I don't look at him, he'll. Oh, he's most active when he can't see where I am. When I'm right here, he's quiet. But if I go to another room or where he can't see me, he starts calling me. Same with Jack. I can't leave. You leave Jack in the car to go in the store, and he has oh, yeah, sounds like he's dying. He's not. Oh, and figure out what I'm going to have for my last meal before surgery tomorrow. I'm going to be there at 8 in the morning. Ugh, my kid's going to come up here in the morning and pick me up in time to get. So he's got to leave 7:30. 2 hours. He's got to leave by 5:30, but he said he was leaving at 4:30, so that gives an extra hour. Oh, that much time, you got to give an extra hour. Oh, watch out, Alvarado County, going through there, man. That county ain't got a lot of money. You got to watch out for the sheriff in that county. They stop a lot of cars. You can tell the counties that are after money, they pull more people over. But that's an hour. I'll turn off the thing here. I'm kind of. Have I ever been to Spain? No, I further south I've been is Tulum, Mexico, and I've been to Eastern Canada. I haven't been to Western Canada. Everything Ontario, from Detroit, Windsor. I've been to Windsor and that part, Ontario and Quebec, and that's about it in Canada. Over Quebec City. My fifth great grandfather, Colonel James Rogers, he was the first English mayor of Quebec when the English took it from the French. So a lot of them French people back, they don't like my family because we ran France out. um, yeah, they charged me with parrot trafficking for taking Togo up to Canada. Hey, I took it. Yeah, international parrot smuggler. You know, I met a cop at a bar. I was sitting at the bar having a drink, and the guy he told me he was a cop, and I said, "Oh, I'm a convicted parrot trafficker." Yeah. So next time I go to Canada, he's got to fly over on his own. Susie hacked you. How did Susie hack you? Uh, email. She hacked your email? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, boy, when they pulled that one tooth that they took, the ones on either side of it are been killing me since then, and I still got two freaking weeks. Oh, a week and a half before I go to the dentist. No, it's almost 2 weeks. Days short of 2 weeks before I go to the dentist again. And I was asking, what ones am I going to be left with? Because they got to leave some on the bottom to hold the lower partial in. But I'm going to get a whole upper, you know, so you can have a perfect set of teeth. Get rid of the mercury fillings and all that. Oh, what killed my thyroid? Maybe those mercury amalga or mercury whatever fillings they had. Let's look at some rocks. I'm too tired to look at rocks right now. Call Susie, help her. Yeah, I tried to. Yeah, there was no. Yeah, and she thinks it's funny when someone, if somebody says I have some type of sexually transmitted disease or something that they pulled out of their ass and stuff, that's funny to her. But if you say that she has a that's not funny to her. Okay, so that's what her problem is. She doesn't have empathy for. Hey, how would you like to somebody say that about you, dumb twit? You know, it's just I'm supposed to tolerate it, but they won't. No, no. If somebody attacks me and proves to be an asshole, yeah, yeah, she's like, what's her name? Turned out she's a, yeah, you got that right, Troy. You know and I look at tattoos as a sign of somebody that doesn't have a lot of self control. If you got no tattoos, you got some self control. If you got a whole bunch of tattoos, you might not have much self control. Silver thread, yeah, silver thread. You got your own highway, right? With a ball of string, lacks imagination. There's couples impulse control. Haha, but it's art. Yep. Who else? Silver. I got some of that colloidal silver. I was doing it for a little bit, but I don't know if it's any. You say you have no self control, but I got self control. What tattoos you saying I got? People with tattoos don't have a lot of self control. They weren't able to say no. They let their impulse take them there and get that. You know, I question my impulse, and I don't. No, like I'm going to regret it 10 years down the road. So no, I'm not going to do it now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And another thing I found out when I was living in Oregon, I was at this one RV park in Myrtle Creek, or yeah, Myrtle Creek, Oregon, and oh, crack, 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 and what was I gonna say about that place? Oh yeah, women named Angie. Women named Angie have. I mean, they must have been the wildest things when they were young and stuff. Because by the time they're older, they're really messed up. If their name's Angie, you know that there's a lot of shit going on in their brains. Monarchs. Yeah, we used to. I recorded my friend Harold Hinkle in the Monarch Groves in Santa Cruz back in 1989, and now he's plays guitar for Capitol Records. He's a guitar master for him. He's always at the NAMM shows demonstrating somebody's amps or guitars, or usually amps. And I think I can take Tylenol. It's not a blood thinner. take a couple of them. My neck's bothering me because I can't take my anti-inflammatories, so that's why my whole body kind of aches and stuff. And that's why I feel drained. Is he hugging an elephant? I don't know. That's a head with all them teeth. I'm looking at the picture. There's omega at the bottom. So many, there's a lot of omegas. I got surgery in the morning. I go, phew. I gotta check Craigslist, see if I can find a mobile home that I can drag over here and put on my lot, you know, just for something to work with. There's plenty of abandoned properties with trailers, but they're old and shitty. But I need to get a real home here with a well and a bigger power system, generator system. You know, like my generator's not enough to run the microwave. Or I think I could run just the microwave. It's a 1400 watt generator. I guess I'd have to get the 2500. But I got a heater that should have been delivered today and will be brought here by my son tomorrow. What? I said purchase history. Oh, track shipment should have been delivered. Yep, delivered at 2:33. I'll tell him, hey, put that in the truck tonight, now. You know, you think, oh, I'll just grab it when. No, get it in there now because you're in a hurry to go when it's time to go. So get it loaded. That's what I do if I'm going somewhere in the morning. I get the car loaded the night before. Forrest Fenn's 88. He'll be 89 in August 22nd. What's that make him? Virgo or something? Almost a Leo. My ex was Leo in August, I think. A few days earlier than that. Oh. It's that shoulder I gotta have operated on. You can have my brother. What? What's that? Your trailer? We're towed out here. Was it a single wide? Yeah, you got the rig to pull it. You'd have to escorts across too many states, so. Yeah. They put it on a train, maybe. I doubt it. Mobile homes on trains, I don't think so. You have trouble going through the tunnels. But, nice, sunny. Looks like it's going to be a nice sunset tonight. Out here on the plain. Look how much power I got. Now, battery's down to 19%. How old is Forrest? Oh, we got that. Yeah, I got to get a well going. I didn't know I had a street address here, but because it only shows on the map the legal addresses show up, and so there's already a legal address for my location, and so like that heater I could have had delivered here, and it would have been dropped off today. 3/4. So I'm done because I've got my brain isn't thinking right. My thyroid is gone, gone. Go for a thyroid scan and they didn't find my thyroid. Where is it? Did you have it removed? No. 16 by 85. Wow. Yeah, that's a single. It's a long single. That'll fit here. I can fit 700 feet. So, is it 400 something feet by 700 something feet? 5 acres? We have plenty of room. I already know exactly where I'd put a mobile home here. I'd just start making a mound and what I don't know what they do, where they put them. I was wondering why, when you put a mobile home in a floodplain, you should put that flotation foam underneath them, and put them on, have pilings with a ring around the piling, and so if it floods, the mobile home just floats up, back down, the flood water, you know. Yeah. Only got one bird. Troy has 2 birds. Just Togo and Jack. And Jack is out there hunting rabbits. Oh. Oh. That's it. Have a good night. I'll let you know maybe after surgery. See you later.